Today we're going to review a video that you shot, Jason, in 2021. This is the Porsche Design Tower. It was a 17.9 million mega condo.
With a car elevator.
Let's not forget that. That one, you got over 1 million views on this. This is very popular. Let's just get into it. 6,121 square feet, it was 4 bedrooms. And at the time with this price, it's $2,924 a square foot.
Boom. Sounds good to me.
Wow, is it worth it? I mean, the video is impressive. You go in, you got the right shot, you're looking in,
Listen,
you
thumbnail
see
speaks for itself.
Yeah, you look at that and I'm like, wow, the views are beautiful. You got like the double height ceiling. Really well. Was it staged or was there furniture?
That was their furniture. I met the owners when I was there, and they did that all themselves. It was a little interesting. I don't know if it's for everybody, but at the time I remember being there just thinking, wow, this is like really like royal styled. I felt like I was in like a royal household, but it was just a nice normal family. So yeah, it was interesting.
And unsurprisingly, they have some pretty cool looking cars. So I think a lot of buyers who bought this building, they were just like obviously car aficionados because they want to look at their car outside their kitchen.
Yeah, there's a lot of rappers, a lot of young people who are new in the money world, so it's kind of like a flexy building, you know?
And it was a flex for a while, but kind of what happened. So that one, it was, that year you didn't see a sale over $1,200 a square foot in the building, right? And they came in at $2,924 a square foot. And the whole question is it worth it? So they didn't sell it for 17.9. But they did sell it in 2022. So like a year after you shot this video, it ended up selling for 14.4.
Right.
Which is, I guess it's close to what, 15 to 20% off their asking price, and it sold at $2,352 a square foot. Was it worth it at the time? No, but what's it worth today?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask, because now that I'm thinking about it, because I've shown a few units at Porsche, and this is obviously a 2-story car elevator with 4 cars in it. The one when I go to shoot like a 1-story, like a flat unit, they're like up in the 7s, 8s. So I'm curious to know, what did you find about the 14? How did that look?
Well, in the last 6 months, units sell between $1,000 and $1,500 a square foot, and admittedly, they are more of those single-level units.
Right.
We haven't seen any sales that have been happening. What was interesting about Porsche, that it went from being a flex, and there was a lot of things that people thought were very cool about the building, but I don't know if the novelty wore off.
Right.
And I kind of have a feeling that it did, because there's products and markets since that time that went up by 100%, and a lot of buildings really increased in value. The Porsche building, again, looking at our Condo Geeks tool, which we kind of use as a go back to kind of figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I love this thing. It's so crazy. It's like hacking the system in the real estate world.
This is cool. I kind of like using this. And again, you know, history doesn't guarantee future performance, but it definitely is very telling. And you know that saying that history doesn't repeat itself, but it sure as hell rhymes.
It sounds great. I'm gonna get that tattooed somewhere.
If we look at Porsche, and again, this is an interesting thing. When they launched the building, it came out nearly $2,000 a square foot, and then it kind of plummeted, and then it kind of recovered a little bit. 2020 was around 1,000. 2021 it recovered up to 1,400, and then it kind of peaked, and then it's softened since. So it's dropped. Overall, though, there were other buildings that performed much, much better than this, and I think that some of the technical issues and the glitches they had with the building kind of caused people to step back.
Well, one thing that's interesting now to consider too is that at the time when I filmed this was the only place in all of Florida, and a lot of people hadn't even heard of it with a car elevator, and now Aston Martin's gonna have one, correct?
Yeah.
And then, you know, they're building the Bentley Design Towers, they're gonna have one. So it's losing its unique appeal, which is interesting.
Yeah, the fact that they've continued on the car brands. I mean, you've got like, you're right.
Mercedes,
Bentley, Mercedes, Pagini's doing a building, and again, you know, I think that a brand is fine. I've got nothing wrong with it, but it's got to be translatable into the actual product, and sometimes there's a challenge with that transition. I like Porsche. I'm a Porsche guy. But I know the guys who built my 911 aren't the guys who built this building, so I didn't really understand the correlation between the two.
And then again, with this building, with this unit in particular, like I'm pretty sure right now they have one on the market for $13,900, and the finishes are completely bare. So it's like the lowest quality version of this one. So that's why I'm confused. I feel like 14 ish is not too bad, but
and it's really hard now. I mean, as we move forward into 2024, it's really hard to see how $14 million does not go anywhere near as far as it did in 2022. Right. The question is, in 2022, if I'd bought something somewhere else, would I have made more money? And arguably, you would have made a lot more money if you'd gone out and bought, I don't know, a unit in Park Grove, or if you bought it the Four Seasons in Surfside.
Right.
You would have seen a big appreciation. We saw 100% appreciation in a lot of buildings between 20 to 2024. The big question is, was it worth it? I don't think the guy made the worst investment. I mean, again, he hasn't made any money. I think he could have made a better investment in another building and made more, but I don't think he lost any money either.
I agree.